Alright, so if you look right here, so if I'm right here, I don't want to turn my hip into the pole right here. What I want to happen is I want to create this space right there. So it's even with my back hip, and I don't want my back hip to just turn and go right here. My back hip is gonna clear open that way. Does that make sense? So you're replacing that hip instead of turning that hip. And now see how I'm just kind of just turning that hip in. You want to create space and replace that back hip.
All right.
So wherever this hip is, look, I'm going to put my finger right here, and I want this back hip to replace it. I don't just want to rotate around my front hip. I want to replace my back hip with my front hip.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. So just replace it. You got 10 of them. Get space. Now try to turn your back foot with it. There you go. Take your back hip to where your front hip was. And replace. Good. Don't get to going too fast. Just really try to feel it. Replace the hip. Good. Replace that hip. Right there.
I'm doing like this.
Yes. And you need to hold. Ready? Now go. Drag it on the back. There you go. Right there. Try to replace it. Replace your hip. There you go. Replace the hip. Don't go around the front hip. That's when we lose it. When this hip ends up going around in that direction, now you lose the ball. You got to create space right here and just replace the back hip to the front hip. So try to roll that ball. Ready? Roll it. Roll it forward. Replace it. There you go. Turn it forward. See how it's still coming out the back side? It shouldn't come up. Your ball should not roll that way at all. See, you're going forward. Now it's pushing back. This doesn't want to go forward at all. It just wants to rotate around. Try to get it to that side. So if you hold it, look, stand to the side right there of me. Stand right there to the side so you can see. When I get in here, I'm gonna get right there. Boom, right there. It's not gonna go out the back at all. I'm gonna create that space and it's gonna roll to the front. Here's what you're doing. And then it's coming out the back side. Okay? So what you want shouldn't come out the back side at all. It should roll to that side. Boom, boom. That hip's gonna go back. All I'm gonna do is turn on that back side. That's where I'm at. Here's where you're going. So now it's already out the back side. It's gotta roll. You gotta stay right there in your hip. And your hip has gotta stay behind that ball. Right there. Hip's gotta stay behind as you go. It's coming out this side because you're rolling around the front side of it. There we go, come on. Get a little pep in the step. Coming out the back. Go. See, it's not ending up on you. You gotta make a change to where it's gonna be right here. You gotta get the ball to your hip. Okay? And the only way to do that is to keep this hip behind that ball right there. So you gotta roll with your back. There you go. Rotate your hip this way. Your hip's gonna come this way. Ready? Take your butt cheek to me over here. As you turn, take it to me, not around. There you go, that's a little bit better. Now turn your back toe. And maybe because you're like this, like I had a hinge. So like my chest is over, you're trying to do everything with your back right here. So the ball kind of wants to be in your low back and you want to be over right there. Just like you were hitting. Get it all the way to that hip. I want you to turn completely sideways like I did. Turn completely sideways. You want to finish on your, all the way on your side. There you go. Hinge, forward. Turn on that side. So you want to get to where, see how I was going really fast and I was able to just turn and get to the side. That's what we want. Hinge forward. Like bend forward more. Bend forward more. There you go. Try to get all the way to that front hip. Okay, stop. Don't move. So see how you went forward right here? Okay, so this hip went forward. I don't want that to happen. I want when you go, hold that. I want your hip to rotate back. So you're doing this. Your hip's rotating forward. I want your hip, this hip, to rotate back. Think that hip rotates back, not this hip go forward. This hip rotates back. Tell yourself that this time when you go. Rotate your front hip back. What was better? Rotate your front hip back. There you go. Does that feel better? Rotate your front hip. There you go. Rotate. Feel your front hip go back. Front hip goes back. There you go. Better. Alright. So you're going to hug it. And all I want you to tell yourself is that hip is going to go out. And you're going to leave it back here until your chest gets all the way turned. And then you're going to throw it forward. Okay? I want you to tell yourself your butt. I want you to feel that butt, your chest over in a good athletic hinge position. That butt's going to fly back and around. Your chest is going to be here. And then you're going to catapult that ball out. But I don't want to see this right here. Okay? I want to see your butt go back, ball stays back here, chest turns, and then you're just going to catapult it out.